Good day, guys. Being here. Previously, we talked about this family, so we're trying to fix some problem in this family. So today, I'm going to show you if I need to model it myself. So how will I do it? So let's start. So basically, because this is a column, so I will use the two level based, because usually just like a normal column, so you have a base with offset, and then you can have a top with offset. So I'm going to use this generic model and two level based. And once you start, you can always change this category to I think structural column. Okay, so now let's do it. So because we need angle, so usually when you need to use angle and create a parameter, angle parameter, so it's always use reference line. Okay, so I'll just draw a line, reference line here. And okay, so what's next? And then so if we can add a dimension, to angular dimension to it, because I think this is very simple, so I'm not going to lock, and I wanted to have a test. Okay, so forgot to create an angle parameter. Let's call it A, and I'm going to use maybe just use type for now. Okay, good. And then let's try a different angle. 45, good. 90 and 120. Yeah, so it looks like we have some issue here, so it's better to lock this reference line. So let's cancel this and Control Z, Control Z. Now, so we can AL this reference plane, tab, lock this point, this reference plane, tab, and lock. Okay, so now let's try again. 90, okay, 120, and you will see this reference line will always start from this point. Okay, so 45. Oh, good. So the next step is, so we're going to create this. So I'm going to use extrusion, okay, for this. So let me think. Okay, so I'll just do a screenshot. And this extrusion, so this family will look like this. Okay, so this edge can be locked onto this reference plane, and this one same, so we just need a dimension, and this lock onto this reference line, and then for this we need another dimension. Okay, so and then I think that's it, and then we also need to have a length, so from this point and also from this point to here, so length. So these, and also of course the angle. Okay, so these are the three parameters we need for this family. Oh, and also yeah, we don't need height because we will control this in project, use the top and the base constraint and offset. Okay, so now let's just okay, so I'm going to set work plan. Okay, so set work plan, pick work, so this one, so this work plan on this reference line, and draw another reference line. So, okay, parallel to this. Okay, and then draw another reference line perpendicular to this. Okay, and then I'll just draw another reference plane, because these two, they will not rotate, so it doesn't need to be reference line, so we can use reference plane. So dimension this, and I will just call it I'll just call it to W1 or W for width, maybe just W, and maybe instance, or maybe type is okay. Type. Okay, so this is type, and do a dimension and give it W. Okay, and then we need the length. Let me think. So maybe I will just draw another reference line from this point perpendicular. Okay, so now I'm going to select this point, create this. So this can be the length. So, and also maybe I'll just leave it for now. You can also trim them to make it look nicer, but it's not necessary. But yeah, let's just do it. So this I'll call it maybe length L, and I'll just have a test. So L 900 and see what happens. So it goes up, which is good. Don't worry about this. Okay. So yeah, and also I want to try angle. So just make sure this one for all these reference lines follow this. So I'll try 60. Oh, good. Okay, so 90. So when you try angle, always try these angles. So 90 degree, 0 degree, 180 degree. So because these, as long as these angles works, so it should be okay. So this one looks fine, and then we have this, and we need another. So for this one, because we're not going to rotate it, reference plans are okay. So and then apply that L to it. So and then this is it. So now we have all the reference plans or reference lines, so we can create the extrusion. So extrusion, pick line. I'm going to check the lock and pick line. So make sure this is locked, then trim TR, and then we can just trim them. And also if you're not sure whether you have locked them or not, so you can always type VB and go here, check this automatic sketch dimensions. And so usually you will see this very little, there's only a little, 1, 2, 3, and then depending on sometimes it doesn't need to be like or none. You can have some depending on where these dimensions are. So I think this one should be good, so don't worry too much about them. So we just want to have a test. Okay, so test. So 90 degree, all good. Different length, 600. Yeah, we're good. 150. Okay, so looks like all good. So let's have a look in 3D view as well. So maybe we need to change the scale to maybe 1 to 10. So as you can see, so maybe we need to go to front view, because I want to do this one to lock onto the top level. I don't think you maybe just let's lock this as well. Okay, so all good. So this is, I think this is it. So and also so probably depending on whether or not you want to, yeah, maybe not, maybe let's just IC, maybe let's just turn off this one, so just make them not a reference, because see this one reference line, this one's actually poking out here, and when you load this into a project, so you will be, if you move a cursor around this area, you will select the whole family, this column, so this can be a little bit confusing. So if you change all these reference line into not reference, so you won't be able to pick these. Okay, so and you can, of course, you can pick the edge, so no problems. And also you can do the same to the reference plane. So maybe yeah, maybe we'll keep this one and maybe change these two to not reference. Okay, I think that's all good. So now we can have a test. So I'm going to go wrong one, create a new project and load this family into this column family into here. So now let's go to 3D view. So because this is 2 level, so from base, so just like a column. So when you create when you place a column, so if I choose this UC, so this is how the column works. So but usually start from negative 2.5 from level 0 to level 0. So you can change this one. So for example, you change this one to level 1 from level 0. So from this level to this level, you can do this, do the same to this. So change this to level 1, this 1 or 0. Okay, so and then so of course if you change the level, you also change the length, the height of this column. So now let's have a test. So we have all the parameter because they are all type parameter. So let me just turn off this. How do I turn this one off? Oh, this one. Okay, so yeah, 45 degree. Always try the 90 degree. I don't think 0 degree will work because this extrusion will break at 0 degree, right? So maybe it's 30. It's very close, almost. Yeah, so 45, 90, and 600. Try 900, 300, and that's it. Okay, so it works. And also you can add a material parameter. So just create a parameter. Okay, so and that's it. And then you can just change the material here. So this is it. So this is the method I will use. So it's very simple. Use reference line, and always remember if there's an angle, if there's a rotation, or always trying to use reference lines instead of reference plane, because you can't really. I'll show you why. Because when you have a reference plane, it's not only this length. So it's infinite. So it's infinity. You can't lock this onto something. You can't. So if I'll just draw a reference plane here. So if I draw a reference plane from this point to here, it's actually you can't AL line. See, you can't lock this reference plane onto this and add a dimension like we did on reference line. Okay, so you can't do it here. You can add an angular parameter, but and then this point you won't be able to lock this onto this. So which means when you change this angle, so you can't really you can't decide. Sometimes it's just won't work. Okay, so that's why I always use reference line when you need to do rotation. And this is it. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.